Hey folks, welcome back to Ed's Garage. So today I am doing a little bit of a different project. I've got my 2007 Hummer H3, and one of the things that I love to do is camp in it, and I like to sleep in the back. But every now and then I would prefer to be able to get out the back door instead of the side door. So what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be installing a way to open up this back door from the inside of the vehicle. So I've gone ahead and I've removed the bottom panel, just so you guys are aware of how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. The bottom panel is held in by clips, and I'll show you that real quick here. So along the top edge there is 1, 2, 3, 4 clips, and then there's one in the middle here, one in the middle on the other side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the bottom. And those basically just pull straight out. Now what can sometimes happen is those clips can sometimes break, so you got to be careful. This one, for instance, is broken, but it'll probably hold okay. If you put it all back together and you find that your clips aren't holding nicely, you can jam a couple of pieces of wire in the sides of the clip like that, and that'll actually re-tighten it up. Alright, so now that was the bottom clip. The top clip, I've started pulling that out, or the top cover, sorry, I've started pulling out as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 clips along the bottom. And then there is these style, the little spade style clips on the sides. One there, and one there. And then of course there's going to be along the top here a few as well. But I'm not sure if I'm going to need to take those out or not. So basically what I'm doing is, if we have a look on the inside here, you can see this bar. When you pull the outside handle, that bar goes down. There we go. You see? So that's open, open. So I also noticed there's a hole right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bar through this hole. I'm going to somehow secure it to that piece right there, that other bar. So that way from the outside, I'll just be able to push a little button here to open the door. Now you're probably thinking, well, that might make it easy for someone to break in using a coat hanger or something, but definitely not, because it's going to be on the inside here. There's no way you're wrapping a coat hanger around and then back in this way and pushing down on it, because it actually takes quite a bit of force to push that bar down that's inside there. So I'm not worried about that. But anyway, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to drill a little hole in this once I figured out exactly where it's going to go. So let me work on that for a bit, and I'll come back to it. Alright guys, so what I've done, I've taken a felt and I've run it down through this hole here on roughly the angle that I want to have the sort of button pushing up. And I've marked off right on the bar, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, little black mark, there we go, little black mark right there, so I know where I need to sort of weld the little anchor point. I'm going to pull this assembly out, weld a little anchor point, and that way I'll have something to put my little push rod onto. Alright, so here you can see I got the door mechanism removed. Pretty easy to do. Basically on the door itself there are 3 hex bolts, or Torx bolts right here, and then 1 bolt right here that's come out as well. So those 4, you pull that out, and then you can just very easily, you got to unclip this of course. That's pretty easy, just kind of spread the little clips and pull it out. So I'm going to weld a little anchor point to that right there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and welded on, yeah, my welding skills are terrible, whatever, it's on there, it's not moving. I've welded on a bracket, so it basically mounts inside the door kind of like that, and then that hole is right there. So you can see I basically just need a bar that goes down from that hole and connects to that bracket somehow. So I'm going to go ahead and test fit it, and then I'm going to get my hole drilled in the plastic here, put the bar down, figure out where it lines up on here, and then think of some way to secure it on there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and loosely reattached the door mechanism. So I'm going to look inside here. Alright, so you can see the hole that I'm going through, and if I push down on that, that is the door release. So now it's just a matter of figuring out where the hole is going to go in this plastic. Alright, so ultimately this is what I've come up with. It's kind of janky, but It's just because that sort of push rod comes in at a weird angle. This can articulate, and it is bent somewhat out as well. So yeah, not gonna lie, it took a really long time to come up with this. In this angle, this shape, I had to take that damn thing out like, I don't know, it must be 20 times now. So not easy to get the exact right sort of angle to line it up with. So maybe there's a better way, there probably is, but the reason I wanted to do it this way is because I can screw the push rod into it. So if I need to disassemble, it'll be a little easier. Alright, I've got everything in place. Got my little push rod here. If we have a look inside, you can see how it's all lining up. So there's the rod there. It appears to work. So let's crawl in the truck and hope for the best. Alright, here we go. My wife out there. I'm kind of on a hill, so let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, it works. Alright, so now that I got something relatively functional, I'm going to shorten this, and then I'm going to put a nice little button on there, something a little nicer to push, and something that looks a little better, and doesn't stick out quite as far, because it does stick out past the frame a bit. But first, I need to figure out exactly how far the button goes down. So it's screwed all the way in right now. So we're going to push it down, and it goes to about there, and starts about there. So I just need to make sure that my button is a little bit higher so it doesn't bind up. Alright, I've gone ahead and welded a washer to the end, and now that I've actually cut it, so as it goes down, it lines up pretty close to the edge there. Doesn't go too far and damage it though. And it's a nice thing to push on. It's no longer digging into my thumb at all. So now I just got to have some sort of grommet here to cover this area up. Got a couple ideas. Let's see what can I figure out. Alright, so I found some really soft kind of rubbery piping, and that'll do. So here we go. So just push it in like that, it gives way and then pops right back up. So yeah, there we go, done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. Yeah, the only other thing I'm going to do to it is I'm going to see if I can find something that's like maybe rubbery that I can glue onto the top of that, or maybe cap around it. Not sure what just yet. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll weld a coin on there for it to look kind of cool. Yeah, all sorts of different possibilities. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.